concentrating on the bikes and I missed the Lamborghini that was right behind them. Holy smokes. Do you ever get the feeling there's too much money in our society?
G'day humanoid life forms, Chewy here, and I'd like to talk to you about what's been on my mind lately. This is quite a different video for me, as I wrote the script out rather than just talk crap. I want to talk about gratitude. Last Saturday night we finished a gig really early. A common ritual and awesome dinner for Raj and I after our gigs is our favourite kebab shop. I'm not sure what was in the air last Saturday night, but everything felt strange. On Mulgoa Road, leaving Penrith, a couple of cars were zipping in and out of traffic, only to end up at the same red light I would pull up to. One of them eventually running a red light. On the freeway there were about 6 police vehicles that had pulled over an SUV, the driver standing behind the car with his hands in the air. Between there and the kebab shop there were more tailgaters, even when I was in the left lane, people speeding and generally driving like dicks. When I got to the kebab place, I parked my car in the normal parking spot. I crossed through the service station, and a horn sounded behind me from a car that was pulling into the service station. The driver calling out, "Get out of the way!" There was loads of space, and maybe 3 seconds of patience needed by the guy driving the car. I turned and saw his angry head beaming at me. Me being me, I apologised and got out of the way as quick as possible. He made the female in the passenger seat fill the car as he just sat there, looking angry as hell. While we were having kebabs, an ambulance came speeding by, sirens blaring. Raj and I talked about the events and decided it was much earlier than normal, and that it is likely, often like this, that we just sort of miss this kind of behaviour. I thought about it more later. I was pissed off. I was angry. I was angry that these people seemed so dissatisfied, so self-righteous, so selfish, so arrogant, and that they were angry, that they were so angry. How's that for a paradox? The feeling stayed with me until the next morning, where I just didn't want to get out of bed. I just lay there dozing and playing with my phone, being lazy, selfish, apathetic, and angry. Then I came across a post on Facebook that I was tagged in. It was by a legend of a human, Papa Craig Coombs. I won't go into too much detail about Craig, but in a nutshell, he's been fighting terminal cancer for far longer than any doctor has predicted possible. Anyway, here's his Facebook post. 1 year ago today, I was home alone in medical isolation after having radioactive treatment. My family had to leave for 3 days as I was radioactive. Dave Wells and Julie Sutton knew and tagged me into a live music gig with you and Alex Jeans. I sat alone in my chair, very sick as you can imagine. I listened and was blown away. I was tired, but I couldn't stop. It was that good. Everything was so good. Then Alex belted out this song called Like a Stone, and it blew me away. So much so I've added it to my funeral service. The following week, I tuned in again, and once again, you were amazing. I sent you a message of thanks. I then made sure, when I could, I'd listen to you perform. Then along came Dexter Villahermosa, Raj and Dave, in acoustic autograph, and blown away again. Your version of Like a Stone is simply incredible. Dexter's voice is one of pure brilliance. Add in Raj and Dave with their skill sets, and it's just wonderful. So today I'm happy to call you friends. You helped me love live music again. You helped me in my time of need, and you still do. 1 year ago, my life changed for the better because of you guys, and I'm eternally thankful. Much love, Coombsy. Suffice to say, that got me out of bed. It reminds me of a saying our old discipline master Concutus always said. I used to complain I had no shoes until I met a man with no feet. I try to remind myself of this often when I start feeling sorry for myself, when I forget to be gracious and grateful. I am so lucky, so blessed, so fortunate to be who I am and to live when and where I do. I have so much to be appreciative of. That brings me back to the angry people that we encounter daily. Why are people so angry, so frustrated, so miserable? Maybe they need to meet people like Craig and grow some perspective. Maybe they need to learn to give instead of take. Maybe they need to open their eyes and see the good in this world. Maybe they need to stop taking everything for granted. Maybe they need to stop with the victim mentality. Maybe they just need to love themselves first so they can share that love with the rest of the world. I don't know. Maybe I need to develop more understanding, more compassion, more empathy, more gratitude. Here's what I do know. I am what I think, and what I say, and what I do. The rest is out of my control. In the words of the late, great John Lennon, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Be good to each other. Cheerio out. Peace. I stuffed it up again. God, shit. 1 year ago today, this is terrible. Let me do it again. Here's his Facebook post.